Very good evening. Today I'm going to teach you a chapter, the straight line. This chapter actually already the Form 2 student got learned in your Form 2 chapter, and Form 3, Form 4 and Form 4 at max. So that means this chapter can say all in one. So you got learned in your Form 2, Form 3, Form 4 and Form 4 at max. Okay, actually if you see only 4 aspects. First aspect we are going to learn gradient. Gradient in Malay we call kecerunan. Alright. Second we are going to learn intercept. Intercept. Okay, third we are going to learn equation of straight line. Equation straight line, and then finally we are going to parallel line. Parallel line. Okay. So I start with the number 1, the gradient. Okay, the formula of gradient. Okay, gradient, symbol of gradient is n. The formula is y2 minus 1, x2 minus x1. Alright, now I give a simple example. Okay, so let's say this is y, this is x. Alright, the coordinate, let's say I give you a 0, 3, and b I give 13 and 2. If the question asks gradient, you need to use the formula, this formula. Alright, so according to the coordinate, everybody knows that this is x, this is y. This is x, this is y. Okay, this because this is a, okay, you see a is the first coordinate, we say first. Second coordinate, called second. So even you can write this one 1, 1, this one 2, 2 also can. You get the same answer. Alright, so second, y2 13, y1 3, x2 2, x1 0. So from there you get it 10 divided by 2. So the gradient will get 5. So that's a way to find the gradient. Alright. So this is a formula how to use, how to find the gradient. Right. I think everybody understand. Okay. Now we go second aspect. Okay. So before that, before the second aspect, everybody must understand. Attention. Any point on the same straight line, the gradient are same. Let's say the gradient the gradient AB is equals to gradient BC equals to gradient AC. That means any point on the same straight line, you take any coordinate, you will get the gradient are same. This is the first aspect. I think you understand gradient. Now we go second aspect called intercept. Intercept we can say that intercept means we can say cut or lie on the x-axis or y-axis. Okay, that is called intercept. For example, any line cut the x-axis called x-intercept. So in Malay we call pintasan. Alright, x-intercept, pintasan x. Any line cut the y, we call y-intercept. In Malay call pintasan y. So everybody know when you was Form 2 you got learn any coordinate on the x-axis y will be 0. You must, whenever I say x-intercept, automatically you must remember that y will be 0. Same thing go for the y-axis. Whenever any line cut the y-axis called y-intercept, x will be 0. You already learned when you was Form 2. Any coordinate on the y-axis, x will be 0. Alright. So just now the gradient, just now I used y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. But here we just use negative y over x. Why? Because earlier formula used the y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So whenever the line cut the x-axis, y will be 0. This y will be 0. And any line cut the y-axis, x will be 0. So what you will get, y minus 0 is y, x minus 0 minus x will get negative x. From there, so gradient for intercept, use this formula. Where the y is a y-intercept, x is x-intercept, you got negative, m is a gradient. So I give simple example for intercept. So whenever the question gave, so they give you like this. They will say this is maybe 8, here 2. So whenever the question asks x-intercept, so we just write down 2. Even we know there is a coordinate y0, but you cannot write in coordinate form. We just write 2. And y-intercept mean any line cut the y-axis called y-intercept. Y will be 8. So if they ask the gradient, use the formula negative y over x. There, y is a y-intercept, there will be 8. X is x-intercept, there will be 2. So from there we know the gradient is -4. Okay, that's it for intercept. So please remember, intercept means cut the x-axis or y-axis. Okay. So then remember the formula gradient. Normal gradient we use y2 minus y1, x2 minus 1. But the gradient for intercept we just use -y over x. Right? I think everybody understand. A third aspect, equation of straight line. Equation of straight line. Okay. The equation of straight line, the formula is y equals to mx plus c. You just need to find m and c. M is, you know, that is a gradient. And you know that the c is, can say y intercept. Okay, y intercept. Or sometimes to find substitute any coordinate point passing through. Alright, so okay, I give a simple example for equation of straight line. How the question asks you, okay, let's say this one straight line. I give a simple example. Okay, let's say I give you this A04 and I give you the B is 14, 2. Alright, the question will ask in exam, find the equation of straight line. Equation of straight line AB. So this is the question they will ask you. So what you need to use this formula y equals to mx plus c, where you need to find m. Just now I got told you m is a gradient. To find the gradient, you can use this formula that is called y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So to 14. Alright. So this x, this is a y, this x, this is a y. Because first coordinate you could call first, second coordinate second. So y2 is 14. 14 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 0. So 14 minus 4 is 10. 2 minus 0, 2. So the gradient you get 5. So you know that the gradient is 5. Just substitute m. M is 5. Okay, after that you need to find the c. Very simple. If a smart student, okay, anybody else, c called y-intercept. Straight away can write 4. Or I say just now, to find, substitute any coordinate passing through. Let's say you can take this coordinate or this coordinate. Okay, let's say you take A04, you substitute into the equation, you will get the C. Yes, 5 times 0, 0, so C you get 4. So from there you write back the equation y equals mx plus c, y equals mx plus c, where m we know that 5, we know that c is 4. This equation for straight line, this answer. Okay. So very simple student, every time you need to find m is a gradient, you know how to find the gradient, and c is a y-intercept. Straight away you can substitute 4 or you substitute any coordinate either a or b, you get the same answer, c will get 4. So the final answer you need to write y equals mx plus c, where m is a 5 and c is 4, you get its answer. That's all for equation of straight line. Alright, so I think everybody understand. Okay, equation of straight line. Okay, so finally, okay, attention, any line, the line is parallel to the x-axis, so let's say this is 5, so we call y equals to 5. Any line is parallel to the x-axis or y-axis, this is parallel to the x-axis, any line parallel to the y-axis, let's say this is a 6, so the equation use y equals to 6. We don't use the formula y equals to mx plus c. Why we don't use this formula, even though we call this a straight line? Because m is a gradient. Gradient means incline. So this is no incline, this is no incline. So we don't use this formula. So we just, okay, if 5 use y equals 5, 7, y equals 7. Same thing go for this 6 mean y equals 6, 9 mean y equals 9, right? That is a equation of straight line. It's a parallel to the x-axis and parallel to the y-axis, right? And one more attention. Okay, it's very important. Every year they will ask in a paper 1 especially, any equation given to find gradient, so must change to y equals to mx plus c from first. Alright, Okay, after I give the example, same thing. If they ask x-intercept, so you need to substitute y equals to 0. Why? Because just now I said x-intercept means cut the x-axis, y will be 0. Same thing go for y-intercept. Just now I got you, y-intercept means the line cut the y-axis, x will be 0. That's why we substitute x will be 0. Okay, how the question asks in exam? Okay, so for example, they give you like this. Okay, do you understand this? Okay, I give a simple example. They will give you an exam, especially paper 1. They give you 2x plus 3y equals to 12. They ask find A. They ask a gradient. So whenever they ask to find the gradient, just now I say what? You must change to y equals to mx plus c form first. What I mean? That means you make it the y will be subject formula. So plus 2x bring the minus 2x. So I can say minus 2x plus 12. So 3y. Get times y, bring the, times 3, bring here, divide 3. So they divide 3 for both. So y equals to negative 2 over 3x plus 4. So you already write this form y equals to mx plus c, where the m is a gradient. So the gradient is negative 2 over 3. It's very, very popular, especially in paper 1. Okay, so almost they will ask you. So you must convert to y equals to mx plus c. From there we know the gradient is negative 2 over 3. Okay, same thing go for x-intercept. Let's say they ask x-intercept. So you all know that just now I got to explain x-intercept means the line cut the x-axis. Automatically you know that the y will be 0. So that's why I say, so you want to find the x-intercept substitute y 0, because just now I got to explain x-intercept means the line cut the x-axis or lie on the x-axis. So what happened, the y will be 0. Okay, that's why you need to substitute y will be 0. So from there we get 2x equals to 12, 1x equals to 12 divided by 2, x equals to 6. So this is a way to find the x-intercept. Same thing go for y. Whenever the y-intercept, substitute x0, you get the answer. Okay. The last aspect we call parallel line. Parallel line. Alright. So parallel line, whenever the meaning of parallel line, whenever the two lines parallel, the gradient are same or equal. So the main two line parallel, the symbol of parallel, this sign, arrow sign, show that it's parallel. The gradient are same. So two line parallel, the gradient are same. Okay, how the question asks in exam, they'll give you like this. Okay, for example, they give you, okay, they give you over here 0, 0. Here they give you a 2, 6. And they will say this is a parallel to this, and this coordinate they'll give you PQ. Alright, PQ. They say this is a PQ. Alright, they give you coordinate, let's say 5, 8. So whenever they will ask you in exam, equation of straight line, PQ. So equation of straight line PQ, we use the formula y equals mx plus c. The things now, we cannot find the m, use this coordinate, because only one coordinate we cannot find. So for that, you need to find the gradient. So this gradient, okay, you can find this gradient and this gradient same because it's a parallel. So you need to use the formula y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So find the gradient for this, xy, 1, 1, 2, 2, 6 minus 2, 6 minus 0, 2, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, you get 3. The gradient is 3. If the gradient 3 here also, 3. So what you must understand here, any two line parallel, the gradient are same. So from there, we can find the gradient here. You see? So use only this one coordinate, we cannot find the gradient. So that's why they give another line, show that it's a parallel. Whenever parallel, you must understand the gradient are same. So you find this gradient is equals to this. So you substitute, after that you find the C. How to find the C? Just now I say, substitute any coordinate passing through. What's the coordinate passing through PQ? That is a 5, 8. You substitute here into here, you will get C. C will be 8 minus 15, C will be negative 17. So write by the equation y equals mx plus c, where the m is a gradient, that is a 3, and c is negative 17. Okay, that's all for this chapter. The most important, here you must understand two line parallel, the gradient are same. That's it. Bye.